Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video about DBT, which is Dialectical Behavior Therapy. And I don't know how long I'm going to make this video, but it is something that I think is very helpful. Especially if you're someone who has no experience with it. Not no experience with it, but like if you're someone who might be in the dark like I was when I first started. So I'm going to start this off with saying I don't know if I have borderline personality disorder. I don't know for sure. I might have it, I might just have symptoms of it, but I definitely relate to a lot of the things that people who have borderline personality disorder have. The only reason why I say I don't know if I do or don't have it is because I can't see a therapist. I self-diagnose as far as possible, which is okay, I see that these are what therapists go by when they're diagnosing someone with a disorder. Like when I was a teenager, I did get diagnosed with PTSD. So I know for a fact that I have PTSD. But then I stopped seeing a therapist when I was 18 because it was only by my school. So after that, I basically had to feel around for myself, see what fit, what didn't fit, so that I could help myself, because there was obviously something wrong, but I never understood it, and a lot of the time I didn't really see that there was something wrong. I always was like, oh my god, everyone else is so against me, why does everyone hate me so much, all that, and it's really bad. So, if you're someone who might have symptoms of borderline personality disorder, or if you struggle with overwhelming emotions in general, I just want to make this video because a video like this probably would have helped me a lot. And down in the description, I'm going to leave some helpful information for people who want to learn more about borderline personality disorder or about dialectical behavior therapy skills, because I think that's something that's good to know, whether if you're borderline yourself, if you know someone who's borderline, if you have these struggles. So I hope that this helps you. So originally I got this book. And I say originally because there's a second edition that I highly recommend because it has more skills in it. It's the Dialectical Behavior Therapy Skills Workbook by Matthew McKay, Jeffrey C. Wood, and Jeffrey Brantley. And I'm obviously not going to show the pages in this book because I've written in every page in it, mostly besides mindfulness ones. I don't want to share anything too personal because, I mean, you get it, it's a very personal thing. Therapy is always very personal. But I will read the table of contents to you. Dialectical Behavior Therapy, an overview of the treatment as the introduction. Then there's chapter 1, basic distress tolerance skills, like how to handle stress when you don't know how to handle it and it's so overwhelming. And then there's more advanced tolerance skills to help you to improve the moment. And then there's basic mindfulness skills, advanced mindfulness skills, and explore mindfulness further. Now, I didn't know this when I originally got the workbooks because I didn't experience mindfulness all that much in general. But for me personally, when I go into meditation and mindfulness, because I'm more likely to dissociate, I started having dissociative seizures, and they were really bad. There was one point where I had one going down the stairs, and after that I was horrified in general because I got so lucky for such a long time that I didn't get hurt, but then I fell downstairs and I was fine. I only scraped both my knees and this arm on the elbow, so I was extremely lucky. I count myself blessed that I didn't get too hurt ever. But it is something that I have to keep in mind because it's not something I want to experience. I don't want to do anything to trigger that type of thing. And then after that, there's basic emotion regulation skills so that you can learn to control your emotions more, because a big part of it is having overwhelming emotions that you don't know how to cope with. It's very difficult to deal with, and there's a point in this book where it was talking about how people would say that they feel like someone else is taking over them or something and they don't have control. I felt that so strongly, like I started crying the second I read it, because I used to always tell people I'm scared I might have like a demon inside me or something, because when I get so angry I can't control myself. Or like I'll get pushed over a line and I'll just do things and I don't feel like I'm in control. I'm scared, I don't know what to do. And I never understood it. And nobody else ever had an answer for me, because like personality disorders are so under-talked about and they're so demonized, and nobody ever wants to bring them up. And it doesn't exactly mean that you have a personality disorder, but it does mean that there is something going on there, and it might be something that you can tackle. So if you can, absolutely do. And then there's advanced emotion regulation skills, and then there's basic interpersonal affective skills. Now that really helped me. I struggled a lot with it, and when I talked to I had two friends at that point, and one of them was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, but she refused to get help. But I'm not going to talk about that because that's not my thing to talk about. And then the other person was always helping me with my therapy, trying to help me to understand why I have to do this thing, or why it's important to do, or if I was doing it wrong, why it was the wrong thing to do, how it would affect me differently. And like a big part for me was like I couldn't feel anything unless I was around other people. I need someone else around all the time, and he helped me to really understand that that's not the case, and I need to have my own basic foundation. And while I don't like that person anymore, for that reason I am very grateful to him. It helped me a lot. And then there's advanced interpersonal effectiveness skills, and then at the end there's putting it all together. And now this is the one page I will show to you guys, because there's no writing on it or anything. But it's just the introduction, and it says Dialectical Behavior Therapy, an overview of the treatment. And then it explains it a little bit more. And now recently I got this book. It's the second edition, and it's a little thicker. And so far, because I'm only so far into it, it's been very helpful to have it. Now I don't exactly remember everything that's different from it, but like it does have a few extra skills. And like the original book doesn't talk about like holding an ice cube is supposed to help your anger, but it does help mine very much. And in the table of contents, there's the preface to the second edition. Then there's the introduction, of course. Then there's basic and advanced distress tolerance. Then, unlike the original book, there's more distress tolerance skills. Then there's basic, advanced, and exploring mindfulness further. Basic and advanced emotion regulation skills. Basic interpersonal effectiveness skills. Advanced interpersonal effectiveness skills. Exposure-based cognitive rehearsal. Now, I'm not there yet, but that is something new. I don't know what it's about, so I can't say anything to it yet. It is something I'm very interested in. And then there's putting it all together. And just let me see if I can find anything. Oh yeah, like rest. Because there's certain things in here that weren't in the original, like rest. And it's the very first skill that they teach you is to rest, evaluate, set an intention, and take an action. Like, say I get in an argument with a friend, so first of all, I need to just say to myself and to that friend, okay, I need to go and take some time away after I understand I'm not in danger. So you take that time away, you think about the situation, why you're upset, why you might be overreacting, because you might not be, and you shouldn't devalue your emotions like that. You should honor your emotions even when they might not be the most healthy ones. And then you send intention, like, I'm mad at my friend because she said this thing that made me feel attacked. I don't think that she's actually attacking me, but it is how I'm feeling. So I want to go and do something that will take my mind off of it so that I can relax and calm down and deal with this in a more mature, calm way. And then you take action. Like for me, a big thing is working out, but also like if I'm not in the mood to work out, then maybe watching a comedy or something, looking at some memes because that will help me to be in a better mind space. I'll be in a more clear way. I'm not thinking about what that friend said. So it really helps me to accept things as they are and to later on go to that friend and say, hey, okay, I understand what you're saying. This is why it upset me. Maybe we can do this to make it so that we don't feel in this situation again, so we don't get hurt again, so that I don't take my feelings out on you, and so that you understand me better and don't think that I'm trying to just be a toxic friend. And then I just want to find something else because I do think it's just good to do in general. I just like to give good I don't know what the word is, reviews. Like, I like to show why I think it's good. Okay, well, here's one. Oh, wait, no, that's not a new one. Okay, well, one I don't have to find is, right now I'm doing some exercises. Actually, let me find that exercise, because I can't remember what they're called in here. Psychological coping skills for distress tolerance. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm sorry. And first, there's side to side eye movements, and they're supposed to help a lot. I've tried it, and I found that it gets me pretty much absolutely no change at all. I still feel the same, but different things work for different people. It's just like here it says to put a cold rag on your face and to hold your breath. That makes me more angry. I can't do that. But then there's like holding an ice cube or an ice pack in your hands. That helps me so much. And now I'm on HIIT exercises, and they help a lot too. That's really all, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you. Bye.